What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate every single one of you guys jumping in here. Smash those likes, hit that subscribe, tap that screen if you're watching over here on TikTok. Guys, today the markets are bang, green, green, green every single day, all day. I'm telling you, man, it feels so good to be back in the bull market, but we're still waiting for that dump, right? We're still waiting for that dump. We saw some very interesting things happening in the market today. I'm just going to jump right into it. Wheezy, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? I appreciate you over here. All right, so let's jump right into the charts here. Let's start off with Bitcoin. Obviously, that's the number one guy right now. Everybody wants to know what's going on there. But look what's happening, right? The daily right now is looking like it's overcoming that bearish candle that we had. And look, it's looking like we're having a repeat of what we had back here, where we have some consolidation. Like I told you guys, some consolidation. And now we're pumping back to the upside. Guys, let me know if there's any audio issues. If you guys can't hear me very well, the mic is breaking up. I have been fixing and messing around with the settings. So let me know if you guys hear anything weird. So like I said, Bitcoin is consolidating. I was able to take a long position here last night at around 61,000. And I longed this bad boy. I have exited my long at this point already. You guys can see my trade over on the what you call it, where's my posts? Over here, you guys can see I took a long 31%, 31x, 50%, took my money and ran, got in at 61,400 and jumped out at 62,500 before that little mini retracement this morning. And now we're coming back up. So let's jump down to the 1 hour. All right. 1 hour still looking very good here. As you can see, we had a bit of a retracement for Bitcoin. As I got out somewhere around here, we kept going a little bit higher. We came all the way back down, and then we've had a bounce from there, aka showing you that this point of control here, this 61,191, is massive, massive support for Bitcoin, which is very, very important. What's going on? Can you guys hear me better now? Guys, hear me better now? I don't know why I gotta put this mic so close to my face now. Before it wasn't like that. I don't understand what's going on, but let me know if that's better, Puddles. Let me know if that's better. I'll stay close to the mic. That's fine. So once again, Bitcoin is once again here. Right, we have a little bit of a local high right around here in this zone. Right, we have a little local high. As you can see, we got some resistance there. We came down, but tight consolidation throughout this entire day today. Right, tight consolidation, and that's what I expected. Consolidation for Bitcoin before we make a run for the 64,372. Puddle says much better. Okay, yeah, I'll just keep the mic really close to my face. That's not a problem. I appreciate you, Puddles, being both on the Tickety Talkety and on the YouTubes. I greatly appreciate both of you being on both sides. Guys, keep smashing those likes. Let's get some likes in here. I appreciate every single one of you guys right now. So that's what Bitcoin's doing, right? But look what's happening. What's been happening, if we jump over here to the freaking what you call it? Good gracious! If I could speak today. Where is this thing? The Bitcoin ETFs, right? The accumulation that's happening. So sellers are setting ask prices between 70 to 80K on Coinbase and Binance, signaling expectations of Bitcoin to surge even higher. That's extremely bullish. Right, at this point, I am thinking that we are going to take new all-time highs before we come down. Everything that Bitcoin is doing, even though Grayscale did have a pretty big dump yesterday of GBTC. Right, BlackRock's IPT is on pace for 1 billion a day. Yeah, they're definitely picking up the pace. Right, BlackRock is picking up everything GBTC is putting down. But where is the Grayscale decreased by 3,600 on March 1st? This is an update. 8 ETFs added 10,099. which BlackRock added 9,700 of Bitcoin. So BlackRock is eating up everything GBTC is dropping on the market, and this is constantly happening. So GBTC is selling a good amount right now. Let me see if I could find my other graph. I can't find it right now, so let's forget about it. But GBTC is dropping a lot. So this is the one. This is the thing you guys got to be worried about. Like I've talked about. Meanwhile, there is more Bitcoin being accumulated by the ETFs than what GBTC Grayscale is dumping. The price is going to keep pumping. The price is going to keep pumping. Now, if we see Grayscale dropping a lot more, right, and they're start to accelerate their sales once again, which wouldn't surprise me. They're holding about 400,000 Grayscale Bitcoins right now, right, and their trust or ETF, I should say. So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop down to about 200. So cut that in half. They've been accumulating between 15 and like about $40,000 Bitcoin. So they're a massive profit. They also are tied up with, I believe it was Genesis or whatever it is that is going bankrupt, and they got to pay back a lot of money. So they're selling off their GBTC, and now with this pump, it's perfect time to be taking that money. BTC price after halving, dude, Ladybug, the Bitcoin price after halving, it's gonna be crazy, right? The supply and demand alone is huge. So there's a huge supply, a huge demand, right? The supply is already being consumed. There's 900 Bitcoin being produced per day, and in the miners, and there's about 10,000 to 11,000 Bitcoin being bought up by these ETFs daily. Therefore, the supply demand, when that gets cut down from 900 to 450, it's just going to keep pushing. I think we're going to see one of the biggest bull markets. I don't think people are bullish enough. Yes, there's going to be dips along the way. There's going to be corrections, but the overall price, the overall way we're going, I think we're going 200 300K for Bitcoin. Puddle says Aerodrome Finance is a must look at today. Okay, let's go take a look at that. Aerodrome. I've never even heard of that, but let's go take a look at it. Aerodrome Finance, 81% today. Holy guacamole. Let's freaking go. Let's see what's up in the last 500% the last 7 days. Holy guacamole. Puddles, why were you holding out on me, bro? Why didn't you give me the alpha before this thing pumped 500%, my man? What is going on? I see how it is, Puddles. You keep all the good stuff for yourself, man. I see how it is. I'm just kidding, Puddles. I'm just kidding, dude. All right, so let's see. All right, 94 mil market cap, circulating supply, about 159. Total supply, 812. There's no max supply being reported. Is a next generation AMM designed to serve as base's central liquidity hub. Very interesante. Let's check out its website. Does it have a website? Okay. It's on Base, the blockchain, which is Coinbase's little layer 1 situation. Central trading and liquidity marketplace on Base. Very interesante. Very interesante. So it's basically a DEX, or yeah, it's a DEX. It's a swap for liquidity. Very interesting. Does it have a token as well? Yeah, it has a token, right? The token is Arrow. So a lot of DeFi opportunity here, a lot of liquidity. You can see APR 89%, 200%, 300%. Very, very interesting, man. I'm telling you, these DEXs, these DeFi is gonna be the next big play. Nobody is taking a look at DeFi. DeFi hasn't popped off yet, but DeFi is going to be a monster in this next bull run. And talking about massive runs, let's take a quick look at our cock-a-doodle-doo, bok, right? If you're a COQ ETH holder, we have been able to reclaim this point of this local top here, which we got rejected from yesterday. And I thought, man, maybe things are going to start coming down, right? Bitcoin was looking a little wonky, but Bitcoin's been pumping, and COQ has been rising and is being steady, hard, going to the roof right now. So back above here, making a move towards this value area high of 25.99. 25.62, sorry. And that's going to be huge here. AXGT absolutely making people rich. That's right, Jason. That is right. Let's look at AXGT here, which is Axon DAO. I've been telling you guys about this bad boy for a long time. I told you guys, look at this massive consolidation, right? Look at this massive consolidation before the next big rise. And look at this freak. It's still going. Oh my God. It's at 258 mil right now. Last time I checked, it was just a 200 mil market cap. It's still freaking going. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Holy guacamole. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Round of applause for everybody holding AXGT Axon DAO, the second largest project on decentralized science sector right now in crypto. Massive consolidation here in this 70 to 60 mil market cap range, and blast off time right now. This thing is up 242% in the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, this thing is up 242%. Axon DAO, look at this thing. Look at this freaking thing. 229% in the last day, in the last 24 hours, up at 25 cents right now. Let's freaking go. And guess what? Guess what, guys? If you're new here, I let my people know down here. I let my people know down here at 5, 6, 7 mil. I was like, guys, this thing's going to rip. This thing's going to rip. And it ripped. And then when it consolidated, I was like, guys, it's consolidating here. It's consolidating. We literally just talked about this live yesterday. On the live, said we're consolidating before the next big pump. That's exactly what you want to see. And now, after a massive rip of 200-something% right now, today alone, we're going to probably see some consolidation levels again. We could see a little bit of a retracement, right? If Bitcoin has a retracement here. But nonetheless, huge gains for all you guys holding Axon DAO. So freaking let's go. Wheezy says, Puddles is holding out on us. Yeah, man, Puddles is holding out on us. But, you know, AXGT isn't holding out on anybody. This thing is pumping hard. Let's take a look at Syncus. Let's take a look at Syncus DAO here. Syncus DAO, where are you at right now? What we're doing. Syncus DAO holding steady here inside this little bit of a triangle situation. Still holding at 50 mil market cap. Very strong, consolidating in this level before having another move, which is very good. That's what I like to see. This is a continuation pattern, right? You see a triangle here, and you move into it bullish, so you should break out of it bullish as well as a continuation pattern. So very cool here for Syncus DAO as well. There's a DeFi play. You can stake this thing for about 70 something APY right now. What should I buy at the moment? Zlock, man, I can't tell you what to buy. Like, I can't tell you what to buy. But I can tell you what looks interesting, right? And the things I've been talking about here on my live streams have been AXGT, which obviously just did freaking a 3x just today, right? Just today did a 3x, 3.5x or something, right? Just today alone. We've been talking about Syncus DAO, which also had a massive rip. We've been talking about DEX tokens like RDS. We're talking about PNG. We've been talking about a lot of DEX tokens that have also been ripping, right? So I can't really tell you what to buy. The markets are entering this level of euphoria. I'm not gonna say euphoria, right? Because Bitcoin still hasn't really ripped. Bitcoin's still sitting here steady sideways. But Bitcoin, right? If we jump out to the monthly, congratulations, guys. We closed out the month of February with literally, I'll measure it for you guys right here. Bang. 18,618. Let me see. It's a 43. Oh, sorry, this wasn't giving the number. 43,000% gain in the month of February. Started the month at 42,000. Closed out the month at 60,000. We waked up as high as 63. So basically a $20,000 candle in 1 month, right before the halving even occurs, guys. Right before the halving even occurs. So this thing is ripping, rocking, and rolling, right? Could we see a rejection here? Could we come down? I don't know, maybe, but I'm not going to be worried about that. People that are worried about getting into crypto right now need to realize it's one of two situations. One of two situations right now. Either we keep going much higher, right? And anyone that's giving you a certain path, like this is exactly what's going to happen right now, right? They're BSing you. They can only give you what they think is going to happen, but nobody actually knows. The two scenarios we're at right now, we're at a crossroads. Either Bitcoin continues blasting off and reaches new all-time highs here, relatively soon, which means the altcoins are going to keep running, right? Meaning if you don't buy now, then you probably miss out at these lower price actions if we keep ripping and rocking and rolling, right? Like people that didn't buy AXGT this whole entire time that it was consolidating back there, right? Let's pull this thing back up again, and I'll show you how long this thing was consolidating for. It was consolidating for a long freaking time. Let me tell you, look, it was consolidating at these levels up here for 12 days. 12 whole days it was consolidating. 12 13 days it was consolidating. Nobody bought AXGT, and then it ripped, right? And has had a massive 242% pump. So yes, crypto could continue pumping, but if you buy now because you're afraid to miss out because it could keep ripping, you also have to be very, very self-aware that you're buying here at a very local top area, right? We're literally right above, right at the yearly highs of the last bull run practically. And if you buy here, right, you have a very good chance that there will be a retracement, whether we tap new all-time highs and drop back down, whenever it is, there will be a pullback. And the more parabolic the rise is, there's probably going to be a decent pullback, right? Bitcoin has 30 to 40% pullbacks in the bull runs. Bitcoin eats those for breakfast. Could it be different because of the ETFs? Yes, it could be different, but we don't know that for sure. We have to go assuming off what we know from the past, and 30 to 40% pullbacks are common for Bitcoin in the bull run. So if you buy here, you need to be well aware you need to have capital on the side to be able to dollar cost average on the way down. Scenario number 2 is you don't buy, you let it do what it's going to do, whether it pumps or it dumps, and then whether it pumps and then has a retracement or has a retracement now on the way down, and then you start scooping up dollar cost averaging the dips as much as possible, right? Throughout the bull market, you have to dollar cost average and take advantage of every single dip opportunity you get, because you don't know how long this dip is going to go for and before the next big blast off, right? This is no longer bear market territory. We're no longer like, hey, we're dipping now, but maybe you should wait a little bit longer because there's going to be another dip and another dip and another dip, right? The whole entire thing in the bear market is one huge dip. The dips keep happening every couple of days, every couple of weeks, every couple of months. It's always dipping, right? So you need to have a lot of capital or be very, very steady on how much you dollar cost average throughout the entire bull market. So that being said, that being said, the bull market is very different. The bull market, you don't know how long this thing is going to be for, right? You don't know how many dips you're going to get. So you got to take advantage as many as you can and dollar cost average wisely and pick up as much as you can during these dips. So far, Bitcoin hasn't dipped, right? So far, Bitcoin has just been ripping. Look at this on the monthly, man. Look at the last 4 months since since September of 23, right? Even August. Let me see. Yeah, since September 23, little green candle. This is September, October, November, December. January was I don't know which way we're gonna go. We're have a big wick up, a big wick down, and then boom, massive for February, and now we're in March, right? So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of just straight up pumping. In the last 6 months, Bitcoin has moved 138% in the last 6 months. 139%, 106 in the last 6 months. People that weren't buying throughout these little mini dips, these daily little mini dips, have missed out in the last 6 months because crypto is ripping, right? Everybody's kicking themselves for not buying back in September or before October. What's the date for the halving? The date for the halving, I believe, is about 47 days from now. Let me refresh this here real quick. Let me make my face big since I'm not really showing anything too important. It's about 50 days, says crypto coin market cap right now. It says 50 days. So it's somewhere around April 20th. Somewhere around April 20th. Let me see. Let me catch up here with the chat. Is it still a good time to buy Bitcoin? Tiff, look, that's a good question, right? It's always, in my personal opinion, always a good time to buy Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the safest asset, right? If you're getting into crypto, you're not trying to get rich overnight. If you're not trying to, 5x 10x, 20x your portfolio, right? Holding some Bitcoin, it's better to hold some Bitcoin than to hold no Bitcoin. But you also need to understand, if you buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now at $62,000, for you to double up, because this was a question that got DM'd to me privately and I answered it. It's like, hey, what happens if I don't buy, I can't afford a whole Bitcoin right now? How does that work? It's okay if you can't afford a full Bitcoin. You can buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now at $62,000, and you'll get the fractional representative of how much Bitcoin that is, however that much that is, right? So you get the fractional amount. When Bitcoin hits 120,000, right? 124,000 at this point with a 62, 124,000, then your 1,000 becomes 2,000. So you have to say, well, that's a big move, right? That's a big move to double up Bitcoin. So I can double up my 1,000 into 2,000. Yes, you're not going to make a lot of money, but it contains the least amount of risk in crypto. So it's one of those things. If you want some extra risk and some extra gains, you got to go into the altcoins like Ethereum, right? You're more likely to double up on Ethereum, but doubling up, it's the same thing. Whether you double up in Bitcoin or you double up in Ethereum, right? It all depends. Are you trying to double up, or are you trying to 5x, 10x, 20x your portfolio? If you're doing that, then you need to look into the altcoins. But holding some Bitcoin long term is like buying digital gold, right? You buy a little bit of you buy a little bit of gold every single day. There's people that accumulate gold, monthly, weekly, annually, whatever, and they always accumulate a little bit of gold a lot for the long term. Same exact thing with Bitcoin, right? It's the digital version of gold. You accumulate it and you just don't worry about it. If you're a long-term investor, 5, 10, 15 years from now, retirement wise, holding some Bitcoin is always a good consideration. Yes, Bitcoin is still cheap compared to what the price is going to be. Yeah, Bing Cash for sure, right? I dropped my price prediction here on YouTube for Bitcoin. I dropped my price prediction. You guys can see right here, right? I dropped my price prediction. I'm honestly thinking that it's going between 200 and 300. You guys can go check that out. I also dropped my Stacks price prediction today as well. Go check that out if you haven't already. Stacks is a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin, and it's doing extremely well in this bull run. Guys, if you want to go see the whole show live over here, go check it out as well over here on Blockchain Crusader over here. And if you're not following me there, go shoot me a follow. If you're not in my private community, click the link in the bio, hit that link, join my community, stay up to date with everything. I let everybody know about AXGT and Syncus before these massive gains and rips. So okay, let me catch up here. Are we late in the game, or should we wait for a retracement? Muzz, man, look, a lot of people have been left holding the bag waiting for a retracement. A lot of people were not buying $16,000 Bitcoin, right? Because they were waiting for $12,000, because they were waiting for 10,000. And yes, it was possible that we did hit those levels, but we didn't. And they got stuck in their mind that if it's not below 16, I'm not buying. And went up to 20, came back down a little bit, didn't buy. Oh, it's too high. Went up into the 20s, a little bit higher, came back down to 19. Oh, it's still not 16. I could have bought a 16. People get stuck. They anchor themselves with this low number and they don't buy. So yes, could we have a retracement here? Yes, I've said it multiple times, right? Whether we get rejected here or we get rejected up here at 64,000, we could come down to this value area low, which is a 12% dip, which is not a big deal at all for Bitcoin, and drop down to 56. If that gets lost, right, we're probably going to be heading down to 48, 49, give or take, around this zone right here. So definitely could have a retracement. Of course we can. I just showed you we've had 6 monthly candles of nothing but green, right? If we look back at the bull market, let's just look back at the bull market here for 2021, right? In 2020, we had one, which was October 20, in the year 20, right? October. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th candle was green. The 7th monthly candle was red. Sorry. So we had some price here of the previous bull runs. Let's go to Binance. What's going on? Okay, reconnection was successful. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at some more historical bull market action here, right? Back here in what is this? Let me not go to Binance. Let me go to something like Bitstamp or something that has all the history. Where is like Bitstamp? All right, here we go. US dollar. Perfect. Perfect. We got all the historical movement here. Right. So, yep, we had 6 months in 2020. All right. So let's go look at 2017. Let's go look at some historical data here. Let's get our Bitcoin history lesson for the day ready. So, in the bull run for 2017, right? I gotta really push these candles up. Look at these low numbers, bro. 1,200, 1,600. Oh man, I miss these days. I miss these days. I remember watching Bitcoin at this point. I was like, oh man, oh, good old days. All right, so let's start off at the beginning of 2017. So 2017 had 1, 2, 3, 4, then a red candle, right? 4 green, then a red, then it alternated. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So about 5 candles, 5 monthly candles were the longest amount of bull month of green months that we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, another 5. That was after the Bitcoin hash wars. This is the Bitcoin hash wars right here when Bitcoin forked itself into Bitcoin Satoshi Vision or whatever it was, or Bitcoin Cash and all that garbage. So 6 months, 5 to 6 months, 4 to 5 months back in 2017 and 2020. It was 6 months, and now once again we're in 6 months of green as well. Once again, could we have a red month? Possibly, and have that retracement? Yeah, for sure. But it's never too late. Obviously, it would have been great if you were dollar cost averaging at the lower price points back in throughout the bear market. That's why the bear market is so important, guys. I tell people all the time, the generational wealth is made in the bear market. That's where you scoop up and grow your portfolio drastically. Now we're playing catch up. Now we're just trying to find whatever dip opportunity we can and try to pick up as much as we can during these dips, right? And wait for the dip. So, yeah, if you don't have a position, obviously, I'm not giving you financial advice, but I would wait for a dip unless I was okay with buying right now a small amount just to have some exposure, knowing that most likely there will be a dip at some point. And if there is, I'm willing to dollar cost average my way down, but at least I have some exposure already. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys right now smashing those likes. I appreciate every single one of you guys hitting that follow. Let me see. Let me catch up here with the chat a little bit. Shiba to the moon, bro. How are you finding the 10x? What are you referring to, Wilson? Which crypto are you referring to? This bull run is incomparable to the past bull run because of the ETFs. That is a good point, right? It is hard to compare, right? A lot of people just still always say, hey, oh, this time is different. Oh, those are famous last words. Everyone always says this time is different. I do truly believe it is different this time. The supply and demand ratio has never been this high, right? There's never been this level of demand with the amount of supply. We've also never had literally practically at the all-time highs. We're sitting right now 9%. Look at this thing, guys. We are sitting 9%, $6,000, $6,135 away from the all-time high. See, from all-time high for Bitcoin. We're 9% away, which is nothing, guys. It's nothing. So this has never happened in Bitcoin's history ever. So this is different this time. It is different because the post-halving moves are always larger than the pre-halving moves, right? So if the pre-halving move has been this large, this massive, what are we to expect in the post-halving? This is why I've been calling for a $200,000 Bitcoin ever since I knew the ETFs were getting approved and they were coming. I was like, 200K, man, 200K, 200K. Meanwhile, everybody was like 75, maybe 100. We might not even break 100. And everybody's shifted tones real quick. If anybody's been watching my content for the last 2 years throughout this bear market over on YouTube, right? Because that's where I've been now. I just made my transition back to TikTok. You guys have heard me talk about super cycle. You guys have heard me talk about 200K Bitcoin. Meanwhile, everybody was extremely, extremely bearish. Now the bears are starting to catch up and become a little bit more bullish, saying, yeah, maybe 150. Yeah, maybe 200, right? But I've been talking about it for quite a while. And I honestly do believe that this time is different. The ETFs have changed the game. The institutions are here. That is why for people to make money with Bitcoin, they have to jump into Bitcoin's ecosystem. That's another big shift, another big difference in this bull market that we've never seen before is the Bitcoin ecosystem. Bitcoin never had an ecosystem. Bitcoin was just Bitcoin back then, right? Now it's got DeFi, it's got BRC20 tokens, it's got DEXs, RDS, right? Alex, it's got all these things happening on Bitcoin. It's got Stacks layer 2, even though Stacks was here in the last bull run, but Stacks wasn't doing jack diggity dong ding dong because Bitcoin didn't really have an ecosystem. So, but now Bitcoin has an ecosystem, which changes everything once again. Let's jump back into the chart here. Let's look at some different cryptos. Let's look at LCX, and I'll catch up with the chat here in just a minute. I'm very proud of LCX. We are coming back, baby. We are coming back. It looked grim there for a minute, guys. It was looking grim for a minute. But LCX is coming back up, baby. I freaking told you guys 23 cents was going to be the last line of defense. If we held 23 cents and we came back above 25, we're going to be ricking and rolling, right? We broke this downward trend. Can we come back and retest this trend? Yes, absolutely. That's possible, but it doesn't mean it has to happen. Hopefully, we can hold above 25 cents and keep moving back up. 23 cents did hold the freaking line. So let's freaking go. I'm really proud of LCX for holding the 23-cent line. Let's jump over to ICP. Let's see what ICP is doing. Let's check out Render. I got Render right here right now. Render breaking above the February. Oh, now that February is officially closed, I can completely close this thing out. We are sitting above the value area high, sitting at a local high here of a horizontal of $7.40. We're holding above that. We're consolidating up here right now, which is good. Could we have a retracement? Possibly, but with the level the bull market is going, meanwhile, we hold $7.14. Render is going to keep on running. I also have my price prediction for Render out here on YouTube. If you haven't seen it already, my Render price prediction is right over here. Go check it out. Let's go look at ICP. Let's see, where's ICP at? ICUP. ICP. So, ICP has been chopping, has been flopping, has been groping, has been doing everything but pumping. All right, but this thing was able to hold the line here at $12.39, trying to get back above this point of control for January, which is $12.94. Let's actually get the range for February now that February is officially done. Let me turn this freaking magnet off. Okay, so we got February all the way to the 29th, which is a leap year. If you guys didn't know that or realize that. So no wonder Bitcoin's acting funky. We're in a leap year, bro. We're in a leap year. It's a simulation it's a glitch in the matrix. So as you can see here, the point of control for February is sitting up at about $13.19. That's been massive resistance here the last couple of days. Every time we've tapped it, we've been rejected. We're trying to get above the point of control for January, which is $12.88. So far, we worked above and came right back down. So we need to get above that, and we can't drop below $12.30. That's going to be no bueno. That's been holding good support here, even though we had massive wicks. We were able to hold it. So meanwhile, we stay above that. We need to start getting above 18 to start moving up to the higher levels. But overall, the when you know ICP is going to start moving is when you see ICP get above 1464. When ICP gets above 1464, which are the local tops here, it's going to put us into this blue zone, which is a range between literally $15 and $26. That's when things are going to start ripping and rolling for ICP. Let me catch up here with the chat here real quick. I appreciate every single one of you guys tapping that screen, getting those likes in here. How bullish are you on the ETH ETF? Yeah, George, I think the ETH ETF is for sure going to happen this year. Whether it happens in May or not, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed or something in May comes up, but I do believe an Ethereum ETF will get approved in 12 months. Thoughts on Base Chain? Are you talking about just Base? I think it's going to do well. I mean, it's got one of the biggest companies behind it. Is it something I'm holding in my personal portfolio? I'm not, but not because there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not about it, but it's gonna definitely do good. When will the alt season come and Bitcoin dominance drop? Great question. So we'll see that, right? We'll see these mini drops for Bitcoin dominance is when you see things like this, right? When you see things like this that Bitcoin consolidates for a whole week, trading sideways, right? That's when altcoins go and rip to the upside. So if we see that here now, we continue to have that consolidation here. We can definitely have another little mini altcoin season or meme coin season, ripping, rocking, and rolling as Bitcoin consolidates. So that's when you usually see this when you see Bitcoin trading sideways. That's when you see that kind of stuff happening. Can you please check IOTX? IOTX, is that IOTA? No, that's not IOTA. IOTEX. What is this thing? Up not even a percent today, 9%. What is this thing about? It's a DPIN built on IOTX. DPIN built on IOTX. A modular infrastructure for DPIN projects to deploy. So obviously, modular and DPIN are a big narrative. I don't know what IOTX is doing itself. DPIN's modular platform, build better, more than a blockchain. Choose your full stack DPIN optimized modules. Start building L1 real world optimized layer 1 blockchain purpose built for DPIN. So the fact that is going into the DPINs and modular narrative is bullish. The market cap on this thing is a mid cap, right? It's sitting at 557 million, which is pretty big. It doesn't mean that it can't keep running. The circulating supply is 94%, which means there's not going to be inflation or selling pressure from any token unlocks. So that's good. So it could definitely be a player if you're in the DPIN narrative. You're trying to build up the DPIN. Maybe it definitely requires some more research. I got to see what else this thing's doing. Let's see what the socials are looking like. Socials aren't looking too bad. But I'll give it a follow here so I can stay up to date with it. I appreciate you dropping that in there. DPIN and modular, very strong narratives. Has it had a move just yet? I don't. It's up 49% in the last month, so that's pretty good. It's had a little bit of a consolidation phase since then. It came back down, retraced, and has been consolidating here. But yeah, DPIN and modular, very very bullish narratives in this market. Let's continue looking at some other cryptos here. Let's see what else are we gonna look at. Let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin printing some green candles, right? When Bitcoin rips, Dogecoin rips. And it's not a surprise here. We are kind of overbought. As you can see, these orange little squares, we are overbought. The momentum wave is kind of peaking out here as well. I don't really have anything range-wise here. I don't really have any TA set up for Doge in this aspect. But, Dogecoin is going to do Dogecoin things. And I'm not surprised that it's pumping along with Bitcoin. I picked up a small little bag of Doge throughout the bear market just in case, and it's paying off so far, which I appreciate. I think Dogecoin's got a decent future just because Elon Musk is so trolly about it. Let's look over here, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching on YouTube. If you guys want to watch it on YouTube, jump over there to Blockchain Crusader on YouTube, and I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to get as many watch hours as possible. Thoughts on PNG for the next run? Yeah, I'll jump into PNG here in a little bit. So Caspa right now doing Caspa things. I missed out this dip to 14 cents, holding above here. Let's get the range for February. The February range. So we're perfectly sitting right above the value area high at 16.95, which is good. If we break below that, then we're going to head towards this point of this value area high for December, which is 14 cents, which is exactly what we saw here. And then the point of control is directly below that at 14 and some change. It's creating a little bit of a double top situation here. So unless we have a massive move up here soon, we could possibly have a little bit of a retracement, especially if the market pulls back. Definitely expect Caspa to move back because look at Caspa's last month has been huge move for Caspa. Let's go check out PNG. PNG, where you at, PNG? Do I not have a chart for PNG? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, I'm pretty sure I have a chart for PNG. I don't know why it never shows up. PNG, US dollar, Mexi, sure. Or did I do it on Coinbase? No, I did it. Okay. Interesting. Well, it's pretty freaking simple. Let me tell you. For the since November 12 in 2023, we've been sitting at basically from 3 cents all the way to 7 cents, this massive, massive range, right? This multi-month range. We finally broke above that. We just literally ripped rocket in value. And why did this happen? This happened because PNG was undervalued, right? PNG was sitting at like 18 mil market cap, if that. It was completely mispriced. It was undervalued completely. It announced it was going multi-chain because it's a DEX on AVAX. It announced that it was going multi-chain, and then this thing just massively ripped on the market, right? Massively ripped, went as high as 85 cents, which I believe, if I'm not wrong, this could be like an all-time high. Yeah, this could be an all-time high for PNG, unless PNG's been somewhere else. Let me see. Okay, no, it's not an all-time high. It's almost an all-time high. All-time high when it launched was $1 and some change. So it's almost an all-time high. Went as high as 80 cents. It's pulled back now to about 46, 41 cents. Huge rip in the market. Like I said, gotta wait for this thing to consolidate so we can have some more candles to actually chart it. But, I'm not surprised. Massive rip, almost created an all-time high. Huge U-shaped recovery here, very strong. I think PNG is going to continue doing very strong in the market. What meme good to buy now? Well, the only meme coins I'm buying, right? I'm adding one to the list here for you guys today, but you guys already know if you guys have been watching, right? Cock-a-doo-da-doo, COQ INU is what I've been buying, right? This thing is still ripping. Still making its way up here, sitting at 171 mil market cap right now. It has not hit $1 billion market cap. It is the biggest meme coin on AVAX. I do truly believe that this thing is going to hit $1 billion market cap. It's going to be the next big crypto, next big meme coin to hit $1 billion. The only other AVAX meme coin I buy is Kimbo. Right, it's sitting at 11.9 mil right now. I think this thing can reach 100 mil market cap. I don't think it has the potential to reach $1 billion, but I think it has the potential to reach 100 mil market cap. It's been consolidating here sideways for a very strong, very long time. Very, very well. The next meme coin that I'm going to be scooping up here, you guys already know, it's going to be the Trump coin. The Trump coin has been pumping. It's at 270 mil market cap right now. It's been growing steadily and growing. It's had a bit of a retracement here, which is a pretty nice, decent pullback for the Trump coin. It's on Uniswap if you haven't checked it out. So I haven't bought it yet, but I will be looking into this and buying, especially since we're having a little bit of a dip opportunity here. We'll probably be scooping up some Trump coin. Another one. Oh, sorry, guys. I actually forgot to mention this one. AI Tech, which is not a meme coin. It's just a low market cap crypto. It's sitting at 11.6 mil market cap as well. This thing has been slowly and steadily growing. This is a platform, AI Tech, right? AITEK, AI Tech. It is a trading platform for, if I jump over to its website, it is a leveraged trading platform for DeFi and loans against meme coins. So it's doing a lot more. It's literally not a meme coin. It's literally a trading platform. So very bullish on this thing. AI Tech, low market cap. I think this thing's going to do very well in the long term as well. Alex O Crypto, what's going on, my brother? What's going on? Do we need to schedule a day for me to show up on your show? I gotta reach out to you on Discord and hit you up, man, and schedule that sometime. I will be on Piper Academy next week, I believe, next Friday. I will be on Piper Academy next Friday. So I'm excited for that. Mr. Diaz says Mint Layer. Yeah, man, Mint Layer is one that I'm looking at as well. I've been really bullish on Mint Layer. If you guys don't know, Mint Layer is also a Bitcoin ecosystem project. This thing has been. Oh, this is Mexi. Let's see. Let's see. BitGet. BitGet has got even less history on it. Get.io. Okay, about the same thing as Mexi. So there's not a lot to TA here on Mint Layer, but if we jump on over to Coin Market Cap, Mint Layer, where you at, Mint Layer? So Mint Layer is a 42 mil market cap crypto sitting at circulating supply of 16%, 400 mil total supply. Currently circulating is only 64 mil, so that's the only negative on this thing is the low market circulating supply. I gotta stay up to date when the token unlocks are happening. I'm not 100% sure, but this is basically a come on, let me show you the website, guys. All right, empowering Bitcoin with a side chain. It's going to be working along with stacks and all that stuff to just create more of an ecosystem for interoperability and DeFi, all happening on Bitcoin's ecosystem. And if Bitcoin is going for 200,000, these things are anything that's building the Bitcoin ecosystem is going to grow, right? As you saw Solana ripping and rolling, and its ecosystem coins were pumping as well. So it's very, very possible that we see things like that for the Bitcoin ecosystem as well. So I'm very bullish on Mint Layer as well. What else was I going to? I was going to just pull something else up right now. I think I saw somebody in the chat say something. AI Tech, how do you buy it? You buy it on Uniswap. You go to Uniswap and you type in AI Tech, or you just find it. You go to you can go to Dex Screener. That's what this website is. Dex Screener. See the name right here, right? Oops, sorry. Let me point at it. Dex Screener. You go right there. You type in AI Tech. It'll come up, and then you can get the contract address up here in this corner, right over here in the right-hand corner. You get the contract address. You click this little square right here. You copy it, and you drop it on Uniswap, and then you can buy it. So you can do that. Well, it says, don't forget to tap the screen for all the alpha. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Yeah, definitely tap that screen. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that follow button if you aren't following already. We greatly, greatly appreciate every single one of you guys following and hitting that subscribe. Let's see. What I was literally about to cover something else right now, and then it just kind of slipped my mind. What was it? Was it something that somebody said in the comments? Or I'm very bullish on Caspa. I'm not so bullish on Casper. Not because it won't do well, but it's just one of those things I'm just not really paying too much attention to or holding right now. Man, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something, and now it's completely slipped my mind. Let's go back to the TA here. Let's see what other crypto can we hit. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Oh, Solana. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna hit Solana. We're on the monthly. Let's break down to the daily. So once again, we're being held down by this point of control, 138.39. I've been telling you guys that this was the next target. We came back up, right? If anybody was trading, we came back up. We pretty much front run at 138. We almost tapped 139, right? Off by $1. We need to get above that 139.38 to make a move and consolidate up here, hold that resistance at support, and make a move. This value area high, this range up here, target is $174. Are we going to go straight up there? Absolutely not. But we need to flip this 138, 139 as support and hold this area here, consolidate, and then make a move to the upside for Solana at 170. What is it? 173. What's the name to buy from? Brian, what are you referring to? What are you referring to? Let's see. What else are we looking at here? See, Whiff hat up 300%. Meme coins are pumping. Bonk up 113%. Pepe up 230%. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before cock-a-doo-da-doo, cock in you, rips, rocks, and rolls, and hits $1 billion market cap. It just needs the right listings And once that happens, it's off to the races for COQ INU. Let me see. How long we've been live for? We're live for almost an hour already. That's great. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys smashing that like, hitting that subscribe. You guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed right now, hit that subscribe. You're going to get a quick little ping, and you're going to see that you have just officially joined the Crusader Army. So if you want to hear it, make sure you hit that. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Ashton says, thank you. No problem, man. Trying to help you guys. If you guys want to be part of my private community, join the link in my bio, the link in my description. If you're on YouTube, join the link. You go into my private Telegram. I keep you guys updated on things that I'm doing, things that I'm looking at. And you guys have direct access to me to ask me any questions about anything. And I'm more than willing to always help you guys. So make sure that you are doing that if you haven't already. But guys, I think that's about it for me today. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys hitting that subscribe. Prediction on Fetch. Yeah, definitely go right here. Look, I got my Fetch AI price prediction right there, sitting on there on YouTube for you guys to go watch it if that's what you want. So guys, like always, once again, join the Crusader Army. Hit that subscribe. Hit those likes. And until next time, see ya.